to be a seed keeper and a seed farmer. Right here, we have among our 265 rice varieties that grow on this farm. A bhatkalon, a rice that is used as the first weaning food for infants. It is used as a rice for women who have problems in pregnancy, and it is used for very, very old people who cannot eat an ordinary food. This rice is a healing rice. More black rices, red rices, brown rices, golden rices, long-grained rices, short-grained rices. We used to have 200,000 rice varieties in this country, and the Green Revolution tried to breed one variety at a time, and each of them kept failing. Because the Green Revolution was not successful in wiping it all out, we have been able to work with farmers, with Bija, with Darban, to be able to bring this issue back. At the consumer level, it is now quite clearly recognized that there is not a single consumer in the world who would willingly ask for food in ignorance about what it contains. Everywhere people are asking for labeling, everywhere people are asking for the right to choose and the right to information, and most places, people with that information are saying, we don't want this stuff. Our food is better off without genetic engineering.
The truth is, the only value to genetically modified animals or plants is for the companies who own those patents. It doesn't make for better tasting food, it doesn't taste for better production of food, it's really not good for the planet, but it really is good for the people who own those patents, who are trying to own our food. And the more that people know about this, the more resistant they will become. So lobbyists work as hard at prohibiting labeling as for anything else, because it's in their interest to keep the consumer ignorant.
Every time you walk into a fast food place, every time that you buy conventional vegetables, you and I am responsible for the pesticides being used, the incredible cruelty to these animals, the destruction of our forests and wildlife. And 70% of our endangered species are created through farming and ranching in the United States. We're complicit in those moral crimes, whether we know it or not. And so it's not just an environmental crisis, it's a moral crisis. And we're never going to solve that by being mere consumers. We have to say, no, we are creating either the solution or the problem.
As one of the few molecular biologists who are also skeptics, of course, I've traveled quite a lot and given talks many places of the world. And the proponents of genetic engineering always jump on and say that a lot of the scientific arguments I use are exaggerated. But I have one particular argument that they never start discussing, and that is when I say that one of the main risk issues of genetic engineering is that 95% of all competent scientists in these fields are working for the producer side, and only 5% are really genuinely independent. They never discuss that, and that makes me suggest that maybe the situation is even worse, because I have no data for this. It's my own invention. The reason why I mention it is, of course, that the percentages are 100 working for the industries and 0% that are really independent. Then we have both a very serious scientific problem in the society, but we also have a very, very serious democratic problem, as you may imagine and realize.